Hello? Can you hear me? Hold on, let me get this signal right. Alright, we'll go now.
What's good? Y'all hear that? That's 23 figures. Now y'all know y'all want to go tune in. What's good, my guys? Welcome back to the episode of 23 Figures with your girl Z. And when I tell you this past week has been one of the most up and exciting weeks I've had in a while, since I want to say me leaving school. Yeah, this fall season, in all honesty, it feels a lot more lit and lively than the whole first piece of the year for me. And only reason is because I feel like I've been embracing myself so much more. I've been stepping outside my comfort zone and forcing myself to try new experiences rather than let fear control me. And it's been doing wonders. What? From traveling in a different way and to get myself familiar with different environments to even the way I communicate with people. Like, it's honestly been really cool. So, prime example of the first bit of the week, one of my friends had put me on to a restaurant closing or a lounge closing, and pretty much for their last night it was an open mic night. When I tell you, it took me everything in my soul to actually muster up the courage to go, because originally that friend was supposed to go with me, but they could not go. Then from there on, it started with, I guess, me trying to invite other friends, and then they couldn't show up. And so at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hesitant to actually go. When I tell you I was on the phone with some homies, like, you know, that whole entire procrastination, trying to downplay you actually going like, oh, I'ma go. I'ma just sit right here for a second, or once I find some food, I'ma go. There was so many excuses, but once I actually told myself, like, bro, at the end of the day, you are already in the city right now. You got a cute fit on. Obviously, you're looking at everybody else walk the streets and wish you had a move to make just like them, when technically you have a move to make, but you're just nervous to go. Like, you're afraid you're gonna walk in there and people are gonna criticize you, look at you like you're strange, you feel like you're not gonna have the social skills, whatever it is. But I had to realize again, that is the old version of me. Like, you are now grown, bro. You're grown and you're fire, okay? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. And I drove over there because at the end of the day too, I was like, it's only 12 minutes away. You spent at least an hour at this point wandering around trying to figure out and make some excuse of why you shouldn't go. At least if you go, you can say that you attempted to go and you got it over with. So I drove over there, right? Parked my car. And let me tell you something. Anxiety, all right? Anxiety was kicking in, because now not only can I see the place that I'm going, and it's mad folk outside. I'm talking about I can hear the bass booming. I can see people outside smoking, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to walk in here dolo, bro. But I ended up taking me some shots in my car. And again, y'all already know from the last pod, Roman's to go to. But I took some shots in my car. I made sure I look right. I was like, all right, pep talk in the mirror time, like, bro, all right, you gonna go in here, you gonna kill this, all gonna be great. And by the time the alcohol was hitting, I was walking to the vibe, the room's vibe. All right, let me really backtrack, because looking around the room, it didn't look like there was nobody my age. All right, like, I'm 23, but everybody in there was looking like it was a smooth, at least minimum 25, 26. So I was like, oh, all right, everybody's older than me, but that's cool. walked in there, the music, people was on the mic, people was in there vibing to their plates, people was in there chatting it up, and I was like, hold on, like, now that the alcohol is here and it's hitting, the vibes are also hitting. Everybody's sitting around, everybody's being cool, pay my little entrance fee. And the more I started walking like deeper into like the function, I was like, what? Like, why does it look like this in here? You mean to tell me this was near me this entire time? And one, I was nervous to go, but two, like, it's possible for something like this to exist near me, and I didn't have to travel some faraway place to find just dope ass individuals. Like, that was crazy to me. And I was also like smiling to myself because I was like, bro, you did all that. Oh my God, I don't know if I want to go. And then finally you got there and you're loving it. Are you serious? Like, now look at you. And I just had to cheese and like laugh to myself a little bit because it was like, bro, this entire time I was avoiding coming here. And now that I'm in here, I don't want to leave. That is so sad. I was like, I wish I had discovered it sooner, because the fact that it was there last night, I guess, being open, I was sad, and it made me only want to stay longer. But I know if something like that, if I was able to go to something like that one time, then I know the option to do something like that again is out there. So that was cool. And again, shout out to my friend. He's on Instagram because he does amazing artwork. CG Green. I'm gonna tag his @ in the description because that's a cool individual. And you wanna know how I met him? Instagram, okay? Social media. I've met all my closest friends through social media. And because it's not to say that you can't meet cool people in person, but like, crazy enough, because the world, we are also still young in a lot of ways, and we all kind of get nervous to meet people in person. But also stepping outside your comfort zone and taking the time to just hit people up, like, they're pretty cool out here, okay? There are some pretty cool people, and the way you can literally form your social circle through social media, it's crazy to me. Love it. Love that. I've peeped that once I've low-key started creating this circle for myself too, you are the people that you keep around. And a lot of our personalities are the same. That's why I also find myself adopting a lot of their lingo. Oh my gosh. I have so many, I guess, variations of people that I can kick it with, because I feel like I'm a very versatile personality. But it's so funny to me because you'll start hanging around certain people, and have y'all ever peeped when y'all start talking each other's slang and y'all not from the same area? Or is it just me? I can't do just me. To me, that shows how close you are to them. Like, sometimes your friends can actually be closer than your blood relatives, okay? We've all experienced that, where it's just like, we've known somebody since the day we came out the cooch. Ew, no. Either way, we've known certain people since we was a kid, versus the way we interact with them. We can't tell you the simple details about their personality. Meanwhile, we have these people that we brought into our life by choice, and the way that we connect with them is so wonderful. Like, it honestly touches you in a different way when you and an individual can fully sit back and just enjoy each other's presence to the fullness. Like, when y'all have the same sense of humor, oh my God, that same sense of humor will do numbers. Like, I think me and my best friend, me and him was actually sitting around joking because I stopped at the gas pump and I know it's not just me, bro, but sometimes when you're leaving work, okay, let's really get into it. When you are leaving work and your house is a certain distance away, and you look at that gas hand and you see the gas hands looking kind of crazy, you tell yourself, all right, this may not be enough to get me from point A to point B, but this is enough gas in the car where I can make it to the next gas station, all right? But then what's crazy enough, that gas station, gas be OD high, but the gas station closer to pump or destination B, the gas price is a little bit lower. So I know we've all had that time where I'm gonna just pull up to this gas pump, right? Give me like a piece of gas, like nothing too crazy. I'm gonna give me just enough gas to make it to either my destination or the next gas pump, and then I'm gonna fill it up. So that might be like what, like $7, $10, but I feel like my car only take at max 32, and that's when gas prices were OD. So if I get $10, I might just be a little bit over half, and that's too much. At that point, I might as well fill it up. But if I get like 7, seven's just enough to make sure we're not on the side of the road and we can go get some better gas. I think that's a solid plan. I know I'm not the only one that be out here doing it, so don't do too much. Don't come for my neck, because we've done it before. Don't act like you haven't. Either way, me and him was dying behind that, because he felt my struggle. Like, he knows my pains. He knows that it's like sometimes you can't fill the tank up. You just gotta get just enough gas, and that's all right. But with people like him, I have the funnest times, okay? We joke about the most randomest stuff. We smoke together, we drink together, we make moves together, and from there on, we are just happy individuals, happy 20-something-year-old people enjoying the world with somebody that we selected to bring in our circle. And I really do appreciate all the homies that have decided to continue to rock with me, because once you grow up, you lose a lot of your friends, and you think to yourself, oh, did I lose this friend because no, you have so many random thoughts in your head. Okay, we're not gonna get too deep into like even just the ones that's in mind, but you start to even get into like your old ways, thinking you're not good enough, when you are more than worthy of having great people around you. And we outgrow people, so it's okay. Like, people come and go, but it's all right. If they end up leaving, let them leave, bro, because greatness is coming. That means they're making room for better people, better experiences, and we love that. Yeah, I'm gonna end it right there though, because this is a 2-parter, right? Boom. Tell me how y'all rocking with this. I think what I'm going to start doing is an open mic on the pod, meaning if y'all want to hit me up, y'all can, but I'm also planning on bringing just the homies out, and I'm letting the podcast be a place where they can really talk whatever they want to say. You can let me know about your day. You can let me know a piece of advice, a piece of knowledge, a song, whatever it is that you want to share with me. Like, hit me up, and we can most definitely get you on here and give you your own little like episode, a little short clip. I think that'll be a nice way to really get the people out there and let them in the world experience just their energy and their aura, what they can bring to the world. Yeah. All right. This super happy podcast, because I just came back from a vacation, which I'm going to talk about in the next podcast. So I'm up right now, even though it's mad late. Other than that, I hope y'all doing wonderful. Check the description below for any of my socials. I hope that y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful day, and be easy. Bye.
You can't keep rushing the days that go by, because at the end of the day, that means you're rushing your life to death, okay? I had that realization the other day, and I was like, you know what? Let me try to make each day memorable. Whether that be I'm out, whether that be inside, I have to find a way to be more comfortable just in the moment and just existing. Or I've never met you a day before in my life, and now that I have, I feel like I can't live without you. That's really a shout out to all my friends right now. How y'all be ordering y'all weed? Like, we're not ordering it, but what y'all be saying when y'all cop? Because some people be like, oh, I just hit them up and be like, yo, no, you can't do that. That stranger don't know you. And before you met them, you knew good and well you was not saying that, okay? You was not saying that. But because you're around them so much, it's like, oh, snap, wait a minute. Is this me now? Nah, that's not you. That's your circle. Why you? I be so nervous because I'm like, take that price off the screen. I don't want nobody seeing I only got $7 worth of gas, bro. Please. Then the junk gonna be like, you want a receipt? What am I need a receipt for $7 worth of gas, bro? Like, let's be for real. Be for real. And I was like, all right. I walked in there and instantly, for one, the gas. Kid you not, the gas was gassing. And at that point I was like, dang, I wish I would have copped